welcome to Online Maths TV. My name is Jakes Anemo. Here we have a little challenge on the board on simplification. So, having this complex challenge, how do we deal with to tackle this expression is to start from the bottom up. So, I'm going to take you a step-by-step guide on how to handle this, starting from the bottom. So, I will take this through steps. Now, step number one, we start step one. Step one, we take the 4 and the fraction 1 all over 5, that is here, out and solve it separately. So this will give us 4 plus 1 all over 5. Now, looking at this, if I decide to introduce division sign and 1 to this, it has not changed this expression because 4 all over 1 is still 4. So we proceed. Now that we are having 4 all over 1, this other side we are having 1 all over 5, we cannot add 4 and 1 together. Neither can we add 1 and 5 that are the denominator together. Why? Because they are not having a common denominator. So what we strike here, we make that to have a common denominator. And how do we do that? We look for the LCM of 1 and 5. And from your elementary mathematics, the LCM of 1 and 5 is 5. So you call down and write 5 here. What do we do next? We use this to divide the denominator. So 1 into 5 will give us 5. Use the 5 to multiply the numerator, which is 4. So 5 times 4 gives us 20. Bring this plus sign here. Then, next, we use this denominator to divide the LCM. So 5 divided by 5 gives us 1. Use that one to multiply the 1 that is here. That gives us 1. So from here, we now have 20 plus 1 to give us 21 all over 5. So we move the whole of this and impute it into 2 minus 1 all over whatever we have here. So that leads us to step 2. So we now have here step 2. Step 2, we have it to be 2 minus 1 all over everything we have in here, which is 21 all over 5. All right, so from here, let's proceed. Okay, so from here, we are having the reciprocal of 21 all over 5. Take a look at this. Whenever you have an expression like this, how do you deal with it? Simply it's the same as 1 divided by 1 or divided by 21 all over 5. Change this division sign to multiplication. So this gives you 1 all over 1 times 5 all over 21. What has just happened here now is this. Here, immediately you change the division sign to multiplication, the denominator goes up and the numerator comes down. Hence, we have this. So we cannot have this to be 1 times 5 will give us 5, and 1 times 21 gives us 21. All right. We now have this to be 2 minus 5 all over 21. If I introduce 1 to this 2, it has not changed anything. So here we are now having 2 all over 1 minus 5 all over 21. Same thing we did here. Because we cannot subtract this from this. Neither can we carry out any operation here until we made the denominator to be equal. So we look for the LCM of 1 and 21. And the LCM is 21. So we use this one to divide 21. 1 into 21 will give us 21. Use the 21, which is your answer, to multiply these two. So 2 times 21 gives us 42. Bring down your minus and minus. 21 into 21 gives us 1. 1 times 5 gives us 5. It is at this point we can now subtract 5 from 42. So 5 from 42 gives us 37 all over 21. And that leads us to the next expression, which is this now. So we bring the whole of this and impute it under this. So this leads us to step number 3. Step 3 is we have 2 plus 1 all over 37 all over 21. Like what I did on the other side, what we do here is to interchange this. So when you move this up and take this one down, this one and the division sign will leave. So this expression could be written as 2 plus 21 all over 37. Like I told you, if I introduce 1 down here, it has not changed the system. The system still remains the same. So we proceed. We look for the LCM of 1 and 37, which will still give us 37. 1 into 37 gives us 37. Use the 37 to multiply the numerator. So 2 times 37 will give us 74. Bring down your plus sign. 37 into 37 will give us 1. 1 times the 21 will give us 21. It is at this point we cannot add this and this together. So we proceed again. 74 plus 21 will give us 95. So we have 95 all over 37. That takes us to the final stage of the expression. Okay, so we are bringing the whole of this in place of this. So this will give us here step, this leads us to step 4. Step 4, we are now having 1 all over 2 plus 1 all over everything we have here. We put it here to give us 95 all over 37. All right. So what we do here now, we remove this one and this division sign. How do we remove that? We interchange the numerator and the denominator. So this goes up and 95 comes down. So if we do that, this implies that 1 all over 2 plus 37 all over 95. Simple. All right. Now, mind you, like I told you earlier on, because these two fractions are not having the same denominator, so we cannot add them until we make the denominator to be same. So we look for the LCM of 2 and 95. And the LCM of 2 and 95 is 190. So this will give us 190. Okay, so we use 2 to divide 190, and that will give us 95. Use the 95 to multiply 1. So 95 times 1 gives us 95. Bring your plus sign. Plus 95 into 190. We go into it 2 times. So 2 times 37, this will give us 74. We can add these two together. So if we add these together, this will give us 169 all over 190. This is our final answer to this expression, this complex expression we have here. So when you solve from the bottom, you get to this point, and here you are. And this is your final